next again, this time from the very top of the draw sheet. Akane Yamaguchi is the top seed and world number 3, taking on the 5th seed and world number 10, Pornpawee Chochuwong of Thailand. A 9th clash overall between these two athletes, and playing, as you can see, for the luxury of taking on An Se-young in tomorrow's semi-finals. And given what's happened over the last few matches, with Akane Yamaguchi having won the last 4 encounters, including last week's quarter-final of the Indonesia Masters as well, you can't help thinking that she will be probable to come through this one, should they play as they have been so far. Head-to-head, it's Yamaguchi with a 5-3 squeeze over Chochuwong over the years. Our officials are in place, just await the walk-on of the players now. Top seed has just been called to court. She'll make her way down the gangway and take the plunge. World number 3 against the world number 10. All top 10 clash, this one. An Se-young lies in wait. And Akane Yamaguchi, as I said, she's won the last 4 showdowns. It's a 4th meeting in 5 weeks between these two, remarkably. And she's going to be sick of the sights of Akane, isn't she? Pornpawee. All 3 of their last matches have been 3-game affairs. Let's see what happens today. Let's listen in.
You won the toss, what do you choose? You serve.
Well, under the roar of Pusalavi Sindhu next door with a victory over Sim Yoo-jun, I didn't hear the sort of responses there to the coin toss, so I'm really sorry. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know who's serving or returning or what's going on. "24 years of age. There's Akane Yamaguchi from Fukui in Japan. 1m56 or 5'1" in old money. Ranked at number 3 in the world. Same on the Race to Bali rankings as well. She's won 27 matches this year, lost only 4. And this is her route through. Straightforward against the Ukrainian, Yulitina, and then Yojamin. Well, it was a little bit more complicated. Needs to go around the houses, but played a terrific 3rd and deciding game, did Akane Yamaguchi, to come through just 3 minutes over the hour mark. Her opponent also been in fine form to get here, Pornpawee. A year younger, a little bit taller. She's won 25 matches, lost only 10 this year, which puts her on that career high ranking of 10th in the world and number 2 on the HSBC Race to Bali rankings, behind Busanan Ongbangrunfan. That might change though, because Ongbangrunfan lost in the 2nd round here to Azuka Takahashi, and this is Pornpawee's route through. Took out Lian Tan of Belgium, 12-12, and then Tunjun of Indonesia, 21-9, 22-20 in exactly an hour. That was over on court 2 against the Indonesian. Beg your pardon, it was a 3-game affair, 11-21, 21-9, 22-20. Tunjun took the opening game and came out all guns blazing against Chochuwong, but then the Thai put the wheels back on after a slow start and found a way. So both have had a straight game and a 3-game win to get here. So a similar kind of passage, really. But of course, the former world #1 has played a lot more matches. She seems tireless. There's been no letdown, has there, at all from her? My theory is because she's quite low-key and undemonstrative. Just goes about her business very efficiently.
And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan.
Here we go then, second women's singles quarterfinal
Akane
of
Yamaguchi to serve.
the day.
Love all. Play.
Yamaguchi to get us underway.
On court 2, women's single quarterfinal, match number 28. Please welcome the Badminton.
So with Ansi at the semi-final stage already, inking her name in as the first women's singles semi-finalist, we may get a repeat of last week's final in tomorrow's semi-final. Should Akane, in blue at the top of your picture, find a way through, as she has done. A lot against Chochuwong over the years. Lovely straight net shot from Pornpawee, the 5th seed. 22-shot rally. All England Open runner-up, of course, back in March, where she lost to Nozomi Okuhara, is Pornpawee in the final. Beat Bae Wen-jiang in the quarterfinals. PV Sindhu in the semis. As I say, the Indian with a recent win over the Korean. In the bottom half of the draw, Sim Yoo-jin was downed in a tight 3-gamer by the Indian. Good to see her back on form, back into a second consecutive semi-final, Sindhu.
It's over. 2 all.
Good, low, flat, firm shot there, wasn't it, to regain momentum in the point.
It's over. 3, 2. It's over. 3 all.
First hit the limelight with in week 8 of 2020 when she won the Spain Masters title. Beat Carolina Marin in the final, Sindhu in the semi-finals.
Four, 3.
Recent quarterfinal showing at the French Open and the Denmark Open as well. Well, she lost again to today's opponent. It's becoming a familiar matchup, isn't it, between these two?
Five, 3. Play. Six, 3.
A lot of good deep clears, keeping the Japanese player towards her backline on a regular basis.
Seven, 3.
But only just missed.
Service over. 4, 7.
Well, she started really well in Friday of last week on the 19th of November, did Pornpawee, taking the opening game 21 points to 8, but it was revealed when we were all a little bit sort of perplexed in commentary, thinking, and around the world as well, viewing, I'm sure, thinking, what's going on? He was so emphatic in that opening game, and Akane was looking flat and disinterested a little bit. Anyway, as it happened, when they, before they changed ends, at the end of game 1, Akane sort of took her shoe off and revealed that the strapping seemed to be a little tight around her ankle. She had the medic out to cut it off and then broke away with a couple of really stunning games to win the match. What a rally. Oh, it's brilliant. Chochuwong having the last laugh as well, and well, that was physically grueling, an absolute lungbuster. Akane Yamaguchi was diving around everywhere here. Look at this. 38-shot rally. Great shot there. Thought it was done. That lovely little finish with the straight smash. Cleverly played by the world number 2 player in the World Tour race at the moment. Super tight net shot from Pornpawee.
9, 4.
Very determined look about her today. High level of precision around the net from this lady in red.
Service over. 5, 9.
Everybody keeps wondering when all of this physical sort of toll will literally take its toll on Akane Yamaguchi. She did look a little fatigued at the end of that head wobbling rally. She's just been misresilient throughout, hasn't she? Incredible stickability.
Service over. 10, 5.
As it was
11,
this time last
5,
week, it's Pornpawee Chochuwong who heads to the mid-game interval with a 6-point cushion. Very generous lead, given who she's playing, who looked rather weary on that last point of that little section of play. 11-5 to the good.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, Eleven, 5. Play.
Well, can the top seed and world number 3 get her teeth in here? 6-point deficit from her perspective.
Twelve, 5.
Oh, that's in as well. Hands down from the lines judge.
13, 5.
Body language doesn't look great, does it? Head rolling, looking around quite a lot from Akane. Maybe it has all caught up with her. Let's hope I've not jinxed her by suggesting it. Wonderful.
5.
Flat, hard drive from Chochuwong, just getting it done again. Rushing the Japanese for pace there. That's landed as well. And it's all upside for the tie right now.
5.
Her graph ticking along on an upward ascent. Seven in a row for Chochuwong, who can do very little wrong right now. And it's not the Akane Yamaguchi that we're used to seeing. It's reminiscent of that opening game last Friday. Well, the radar is definitely off.
17.
She'll be aware that Momoto lost in men's singles late last night to Lo Kian-yu. Terrific performance by him.
Eighteen. 5.
Well, it was an even more lopsided look than it was last week at this time, where she lost the opening game in last week's quarterfinal of the Indonesian Masters, 21-8. Could be going down even harder than that right now, Akane, in the opening game. Unless she pulls her finger out here. Yeah, it seems she's kind of let it go a little, and that's said respectfully because every player gives their best efforts, but she knows this is too far gone. It's irretrievable right now. She's just going to have to regroup and get ready for game 2. Chochuwong has been immaculate. A little window in the clouds for Akane Yamaguchi.
6-20.
But still another 14 game points for Chochuwong.
Game.
13 minutes, all she required to secure game 1, Pornpawee Chochuwong. 21 points to 6. Wow, she's in a hurry. Now it's going to be fascinating to see how Akane Yamaguchi responds at the start of game 2.
1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair.
Well, she's been completely off the pace, very uncharacteristically, and sort of reverted to a retrieving, relatively passive game. She always has that facet to her game, nicely honed, but she looks relatively sort of submissive.
Love all.
Let's find out now then. The indicator is whether Akane Yamaguchi's up for the scrap early in game 2 here. Let's take a look closely at the first 5 or so points.
One, love.
She has played so many matches, the Japanese, hasn't she?
It's over. 1 all.
Well, remember it was that 11-point run of successive points in game 1 to really get the Japanese in a stranglehold from the tie, wasn't it? That was a psychological crushing moment, you'd imagine, for the diminutive lady in navy blue. She recovered from that kind of thing last week. What about this week? And you know, she might have been watching that Momota match. She'll certainly be aware of what happened, and you know that sort of stuff gets into your psyche a little bit, doesn't it? Where previously she had just been sort of completely reflecting that kind of idea and just not even allowing it into her train of thought. You know, I'm strong, I can do this, I can find ways, I'm a solution finder. Maybe even have spoken to Momota. You just don't know, do you, what goes on behind the scenes and how these guys sort of crawl out of bed every day and just keep scrapping so hard. No, that was nice. Wonderful little half smash there from Akane.
2 all.
Pornpawee, all eyes on her opponent right now, just trying to glean how she's feeling, how she's looking, what's the demeanor like between points.
3, 2.
She's been playing some really vibrant badminton though, the Thai, hasn't she? Rather like the trainers that she's wearing. Looks like a highlighter pen.
Four, 2.
Well, it's starting to look like it did last Friday. And you sense perhaps the start of the turnaround that we saw then. Lovely, really nice from Pornpawee. Backing up with a terrific length with the deep clear just prior this one. But Yamaguchi not responding there as she normally would. Barely moving for that. That's gone. We've a third Thai contender in the quarterfinals today from our 8 representatives, and that's Ratchanok Intanon, who is out on court taking on Azuka Takahashi over on 2.
Service over. 4, 5.
Nicely done. Good point from both.
5 all.
Another tiring rally if you're feeling slightly below par. 25 shots.
Play.
Well, I guess the sort of
6,
train of thought on everybody's
5.
lips right now is, you know, or in everybody's head is, you know, where's she at, Akane Yamaguchi? When's she going to hit the wall physically? Perhaps today's the day. We hope not, because we want this one to live up to its billing, as we do all of our matches, of course. And there's no doubting these guys give their very best efforts, day in, day out. Found it. Plumb on the line.
Service over. 6 all.
Stopping the run of points at 3 then for Chochuwong. Teasing out error there with good patience and persistence, Yamaguchi, as she so often does. Trademark looking point from her.
Play. Chochuwong, you must be ready, play must be continuous. Your opponent is ready to serve, you must be ready to receive.
She's seeking quick points, isn't she? You can tell from the look.
6.
And a quick glance back to her coach as well. Slightly desperate looking Pornpawee there. Stalling between points a little. Hand up very often prior to returning.
Service over. 7 8.
Now this one way off. Halfway up the net from Akane Yamaguchi. Very unlike her. There's no doubting that she's not feeling as good as normal. But can she find a way through on a difficult day? That's what these seasoned professionals do. That's what makes them so good. These top players so good on down days at finding answers, finding solutions. That's beautiful. What a point from the Japanese.
Service over. 9 7.
Brilliant net play.
Ten, 7.
Yeah, raise the bar. That's what this is all about.
7,
She's bringing it, isn't she? Akane Yamaguchi, this time she's in control of game 2, at least momentarily anyway. She heads to the mid-game interval with a 4-point cushion, 11-7.
ไม่เป็นไรออกไปกดดันหน่อยกดดันต้องเราทำไงไม่ใช่บุกอย่างเดียว
For 1, 20 seconds. For 1, 20 seconds. Give the shuttle to your opponent. Eleven, 7.
Well,
Please.
she's on a roll of mini momentum, is Akane Yamaguchi right now, having won the last 3 to get to the interval. Can she build from here? Things looking up for the Japanese, on the scoreboard anyway. And she'll be buoyed by that, you imagine.
Twelve, 7.
26-shot rally to resume then after the break. Yeah, lovely reverse slice from Pornpawee.
It's over. 8, 12.
Ceasing the run of momentum for Akane at 4 straight points. But encouragingly, the Japanese was almost there. You sense Chochuwong's going to have to deal with those demons inside her mind, having had this situation last week where she lost game 2 and game 3. What can she improve this week?
9, 12.
Another super competitive rally.
10, 12. Yamaguchi.
34-shot rally, and Pornpawee Chochuwong just wanting to step off stage, gesturing that she wants to towel down quickly to the umpire. Granted. Got plenty of rackets at the ready there on the kit box. Well, Akane's the first back.
Play.
Pornpawee perhaps stalling a little, as if to say it's going to be a really long day, Akane. If you want to get past me, you're going to have to wait out here for a long time. Good leave. Well measured
11,
by Chochuwong.
12.
And suddenly you sense it's believable again, don't you? That the tie could get to the W. 4 straight points for her now. Yeah, I'm with her. It was very, very close.
Yamaguchi
Certainly worth a
challenges
challenge.
called out.
She was hesitant to pull the trigger, wasn't she? But I think this was very close. Body language still not looking great from Akane, though. Let's have a look. That was just out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 12 all. Play.
Well, you have to go all the way back to the Sudirman Cup event of last year, back on the 22nd of May, was when Pornpawee Chochuwong had her last win over Akane Yamaguchi. She's lost 4 back-to-back contests since then to the Japanese.
Service over. 13, 12.
And more significantly, 3 over the last 5 weeks. Brilliant from Yamaguchi. What a finish.
14, 12.
Lovely little cross net.
Play.
Well, there's those kind of attempted digs and
13,
saves
14.
from Yamaguchi. The persistence and determination. We've seen signs of it, particularly in game 2. Working as hard as she can, giving all she's got. A lot of traffic directed from the tie deep down into that backhand corner. That's a glorious rally and a little squeal of delight from Pornpawee Chochuwong in securing the point. Psychologically, that's a real booster for her and a wounder for the Japanese. 25-shot rally. Yeah, and of course it's a Thai-Japanese clash on 2. Intanon, a game to the good against Takahashi, Azuka Takahashi. Oh, that is just fantastic from Akane Yamaguchi.
Over.
Absolutely
15,
glorious and
14.
very timely. Look at that. What a cut. Another long rally, so just momentarily both allowed to step off stage. Pornpawee Chochuwong going toe-to-toe with Akane Yamaguchi right now. Both could do with a
Play.
big surge here. Super point from the tie.
Service over. 50 all.
Saved the point well, didn't she, there, to turn it around.
Coach.
Glorious little deceptive
Change.
backhand there.
Chochuwong, play must be continuous.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible point from both athletes. Another absolute lung buster. Akane Yamaguchi just led on the deck for quite a while after that one. That was killer. 37-shot rally, pulling each other to all four corners of the court, both of them. In the end, the tie having the last laugh, but boy, did they have to work hard. Look at that save. And that, just too much. Brilliant from Chochuwong. What a point. What else does she have in the tank? Can she just hang on and somehow twist game two her way? Will the experience of the former world number one, Akane Yamaguchi, come to the fore in the crunch? There's no doubting she's up for the scrap, the Japanese, having really turned the tables in game two compared to game one. And look at that response as well. Ever alert there. That was brilliant.
16 all. Give the shuttle to your opponent. Quickly.
Deadlock in game two. She's found it. Yep, palm down from the lines judge.
17.
That would have been
16.
like pain seeing that signal from the lines judge for the Thai athlete. She must be starting to wonder, what do I have to do to get past Akane Yamaguchi, Chochuwong? Really good job. Oh, or has she? I thought she was doing a great job keeping the Japanese pegged back deep in her backhand corner, but that, a little moment of magic from Akane there. Take a look at this. 27-shot rally, and she comes up with that. A little sprinkling of brilliance from the Japanese. More importantly, psychologically, having won 3 in a row, really starting to squeeze the mind of her Thai opponent. It's a lovely clip down. Much needed for Pornpawee.
18.
Just to stay in touch. Taking a few extra milliseconds before this serve. Missed it. And the look on her face tells its own story, doesn't it? It's Akane Yamaguchi that's won 4 out of the last 5 points now. She's just been the picture of determination in game 2. A must-win game for the Japanese. Found it. Beauty. Just in time.
18, 19.
That's how good it's got to be. Pinpoint precision from Pornpawee Chochuwong there. Now, can she build here and hold this back to level?
Play.
There really is no denying the ferocity of competitive spirit behind
Game point.
those
18.
dark Japanese eyes, though. She has such determination and character. Look at this point from Akane Yamaguchi. Brings up 2 game points to draw level on a day where she's undoubtedly feeling under par. She's still wrestling with herself here. Can she get across the line and draw level? Not so fast, says Chochuwong.
Service over. 19, 20. Change quickly.
So one of the game points saved from the Thai athlete. And she's got her serve to come. Back to juice we go.
20, all.
Little bark of approval there from Pornpawee Chochuwong. She enjoyed that one. Can she close this out? Oh, it was close. Is she not going to challenge there? Obviously saw space.
Service over. 21, 20.
Didn't miss by much.
Players on court.
I'm really surprised she's not challenging there after that 35-shot rally.
Shuttle is fine. Play. Chochuwong.
Another game point for Akane Yamaguchi. Denied again. A little too greedy around the net with that one.
All. Change. Wait.
It's gone.
It's over.
Well, Thai
22,
frustrated.
21.
Frustration. Japanese delight. Fourth game point opportunity for Akane Yamaguchi. No, she wants a challenge.
Chochuwong challengers
Immediately.
called out.
I think she knows she's found the line here, you know. Judging from her body language, that hand was in the air immediately, just waving at the umpires to say, whoa, steady on, ump. That's on the paint. Let's have a look. Did she find it? No, she didn't. Akane Yamaguchi secures game two. We go on. Fourth game point converted the way of the Japanese, and somehow, in her Houdini-esque fashion, she survives a match point. Beg your pardon, she didn't have a match point against her. She had 4 game points. So we go on, 23-21. Akane Yamaguchi wins game 2. We're going to go down the final stretch here on Show Court 1 on Quarterfinals Friday for the first time today. Well, the resilience and stickability and bounce back ability of Akane Yamaguchi is quite miraculous, seemingly. Day in, day out, she just comes out and gives her utmost and more. And somehow she's still in this contest. With Pornpawee Chochuwong having played an excellent second game, didn't do that much wrong. 2 points away from victory, couldn't get across the line. Former world number 1, still afloat then in this women's singles quarterfinal. Here we go, start of game 3.
The technical officials.
One, love.
How much do each of these two have in reserve? How deep can they dig? Yep, good close. She deserved the lucky net cord there.
Over. 1 all.
Has she managed to flush the frustration of the loss of game 2 away from her mind? It seems so.
Iran, and the service next, Ajendra Rai, India. And now please welcome Hafiz Faisal and Gloria Emmanuel Wijaya, Indonesia.
2-1.
Versus Matthias Christiansen and Alexandra Boy, Denmark.
Service over. 2-all. Three, 2.
Well, you've got to give her credit, haven't you? She's been just so good against the blue wall of defence the other side of the net. She's kept on coming at her, Chochuwong, showing a lot of character against sometimes what can mentally feel, I'd imagine, like a thankless task, taking on Akane Yamaguchi.
Service over. 3-all. Play. Akane Yamaguchi challengers goes out.
First challenge of the decider then.
Correction in.
Good challenge.
Service over. 4-3. Play.
Super return.
Service over.
Really adventurous from Chochuwong.
All. Five, 4. Service over. 5-all.
You think she's out of position, and suddenly there's just a surge in explosive power, and she seems to get there more often than not, that's for sure. So good at turning around and salvaging seemingly unsalvageable situations. Good play there from Chochuwong, though, keeping the pace high.
7, 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, white, Gloria Emanuel Wijaya and Hafiz Faisal, Indonesia. Alexandra Boy and Matthias Christensen.
She's won in the race to Bali, is Chochuwong, as we said at the top of the programme, and her opponent is 2, so they'll both be playing the HSBC BWF World Tour finals next week. Wonderful, really good point from Chochuwong, who's fist pumping avidly, really pleased with a trio of consecutive points going her way. Four in a row now, and suddenly Akane Yamaguchi takes that hangdog look. Her eyes, just her head hanging a little. Yes, another wonderful point for the Thai athlete.
6.
A handful of glorious points for the lady in red. That's gone long as well. It's a really good
11-6
passage of play for Pornpawee Chochuwong. 11-6 to the turn in 3.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Put the towels at the back and go now.
11, 6, play. It's over. 7, 11. Change the shuttle. It's over. 12, 7.
Well, incredible.
It's over. 8-12.
Japanese here just reading the play so well with the backhand cross block. Oh yes, more sting on that,
Wipe the court,
and
please.
accuracy as well,
It's over.
and a squeal of delight from
38.
Chochuwong. Now, is this 5-point cushion enough of a buffer to get across the line against the former world #1?
Play. Fourteen, 8. Take the shuttle.
In your face badminton from Chochuwong right now. Well, these two really are the definition of punching each other silly, aren't they? It really has been spellbinding to watch the whole story unfold in front of our eyes. Just too much pace on there from Chochuwong. And suddenly now it just looks that little bit more believable, doesn't it? Let's hope she's not cramping up. Oh, no, she's not, is she? 20-shot rally. She was stretching out her calf then. I thought for a second she was cramping, but not. She wants to tie up her laces a little tighter. The medic is on. Her shoe is off. And she's stretching out her left leg. Spray is out. You can hear it being applied. And this will be a little welcome boost to Akane Yamaguchi, who at this stage you would imagine psychologically would be feeling pretty down given the scoreboard read right now, and 7 points shy from Japanese perspective. Now, what next then in this winding road of lots of twists and turns? The story of this match really has been, if anything, unpredictable. Is there another twist here towards the back end? She's missed that, you know. Can you believe it?
It's over. 9.
Perhaps an indication, though, that she wants quick points. That was no nonsense.
Shuttle is fine. Play.
Wow. Another incredible
Over.
point.
16.
Long and
9.
grueling, and 37 shots that was. That's got to take its toll. Yamaguchi flying around with plenty of energy, almost buoyed by the fact that her opponent needed the medic earlier, just 2 points ago. She's taken heart from that, that's for sure. And she looked so spent, didn't she, in game 1, that was emphatic in favour of Chochuwong. Yamaguchi, we wondered whether there would be any signs of recovery, but somehow she dug her very deepest to swivel game 2 her way, the Japanese. Chochuwong becoming familiar with getting very close to Yamaguchi, but not quite doing it. Is today her lucky day?
It's over. 10, 16.
4 to 20 seconds.
Do not walk around, play. They must be continuous.
Players on court. Coach, return to your chairs.
Yeah, lovely clip down.
It's over. 17, 10. On the court, please.
Really big point for both players. Chochuwong delivering.
Will be a quick one.
4 points away from victory right now.
On court now. On court.
It was 2.5 years ago, her last win over Yamaguchi at the Sudirman Cup finals in May 2019. Can she find a way today?
Play. It's over. 11, 17. It's over. 18, 11. Change quickly.
10, 13.
Oh, it's glorious. Brilliant point from
19.
Chochuwong, keeping
11.
Akane Yamaguchi pegged deep back in her backhand corner and then unleashing the fury with a very sharp half smash down the other side to the short forehand. Look at that.
Change.
Even the human rocket couldn't get that one back. She was 2 points from victory in game 2, as she is now in 3. It's gone long.
20, match point 11.
9 match points for Pornpawee Chochuwong. Surely one of these.
Game.
Well, understandably, the reaction is appropriate. She's taken her medicine, having lost the last 4 encounters against Akane Yamaguchi, but the world number 9 and 5th seed here in the women's singles, Pornpawee Chochuwong from Thailand, finds a way.
Match won by Pornpawee
2.5
Chochuwong.
years ago was her last win in the Sudirman Cup
21-6,
finals. She's done it again today, but
21-23,
boy, did she have to work hard to get across the line. A fabulous match, just imbued with character and determination from both players, to be fair. It's almost sad there has to be a winner, but that's sport. That's why we love it so much. It just delivered, didn't it? What a match. Pornpawee Chochuwong coming through after 72 minutes. An absolute epic. The Thai warrior wins 21-6, 21-23, 21-11. Terrific result for her. She heads on through, and she will contest semi-final Saturday tomorrow against An-si Young of Korea, the 4th seed. Well, what a match that was. Pornpawee Chochuwong, the 5th seed, managing just to wriggle past Akane Yamaguchi, the top seed in women's singles. Certainly the longest match of quarterfinals Friday so far on show.